Good morning. Good morning. Yo. Hello? Okay, now I can hear myself. Yo. Hello, Craze. Hello, Band Cannon. Hello, Meatball. Hello, Atrichia. Hello, Invoke. I feel like I missed somebody. Maybe not. Hello, you are Meatball. Hello. What's up? Yo, what's up, Narcotis? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We're gonna play the rest of the... Hello. We're gonna play the rest of the Game Jam games. And I think we have about 5? 5? Riggy should be getting a mohawk. No, I do not. I do not want a mohawk. Did you play yours last time? I did not. But we'll do that last. Cause we gotta play Meatball Game. But I think everything we're playing today is pretty short. So we'll just enjoy it as we go. And then I think at the end I wanna like spitball. I wanna play the game and I wanna spitball some ideas on how we can make it even better. I'm still a bit sick, but I might pop in later, so have a good stream. Oh, Dill, feel better, dude. We're gonna play this one first. Don't spit on me. No comment. I'm gonna kill Meatball in my game though, for sure. This first game is gonna be this one called Say Cheese. Do I have the page up? Of course not. Get in there. What's the hold up? I hope everybody's feeling good. I'm really happy that it's a almost practically fall Saturday morning. Sorry, I'm setting some things up. We have a couple more games left. My connection good? Oh, maybe Itch is having a time. We downloaded the games already. It's not really a problem, but yeah, we're gonna play. Here we go. We're gonna play Maidnight Massacre. We're gonna play Quest Pieces. We're gonna talk about Laugh 'em to Death. We're gonna talk about this one. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna play this one. I'm gonna explain why. I want to talk about the concept and what Sid's trying to do here. And I don't know. Maybe we just have like a cool discussion about it. You know, because I don't think there's somebody that we should. I don't think we should gloss over this because of the concept. The content. The game talks about racism. It uses racism as the like a plot point. You know, and so it makes it. There's like some trivial parts to this game that we got to talk about. But we'll talk about it. SpaceFish by Muramasa here. And Say Cheese by Gimbus. We're going to play those. So I hope everybody's down for all that. We're going to start with... which one did I have up? Say Cheese. And then we'll get into it. Oh, and we'll play GRIN ABYSSAL. And I want to show you guys some things that I want to do to the game and some ideas I have. And also there's still some bugs I got to get rid of. Did you like my game pitches, Riggy? I'd have to reread them. I did like them. I was bummed though cuz I'm like I want you to make them. But the beauty of like pitches and ideas is that they're stored here forever. So you can always revisit them. Or work with somebody on them eventually if you like really like the idea. Or somebody can just pop it and make their own. So I'll kill this. There goes some music there. And I think this sounds. It is. Oh, I skipped the first dialogue there. You would have had like stock asset graphics. Stock asset graphics can be cool. I didn't bring my drawing tablet and just got back to the US 2 days ago. Well, welcome back. Still a mess. This is say cheese. Did you know this house happens to be one of the most haunted spots in this area? It used to belong to a married couple. They bought it for dirt cheap. The previous owner wanted nothing to do with the place. Very first day they moved in, strange things already started to happen. Objects moved on their own. The lights were flickering by themselves. Things escalated once they decided to invite someone. Very next day after his visit, their friend killed himself in their kitchen. Well, that was only the beginning. Why did he do that? The couple both lost their jobs. Wife decided to end it all and hanged herself in the living room. Why? What are they doing this to themselves? Discovering this, the husband, stricken by grief, followed soon, killing. Come on. What? Are you rambling about the paranormal stuff again? If you're not interested, why do you decide to tag along? To protect you. How could I idly stand by while my friend gets himself in danger? Speaking of danger, what a bizarre place for our first date. Would you stop it already? This is not a date. This is serious stuff, important stuff. No need to be so rude. Since apparently you don't think the ghosts are real, would catching one on camera change your mind? Oh, ow, where'd you get that junk? So retro, let me snap a photo. Hey, hands off. Whoa. Please stop touching my stuff, okay? Oh man, it came out all blurry too. Oopsie. You realize how expensive these things are? Art's cool. Boo-hoo, big deal. If you don't knock it off, I'm never taking you on another adventure again. Alright, mister, dead serious. I'll stop, I promise. I sure hope so. Can we go inside now? It's freezing out here. Once we're in, stay close to me. Who knows what lurks in there? My hero. Oh, here we are. Hey, didn't I tell you to stay? Well, now we're separated. Probably her goofing around again. Or is it? Let's take a picture. Press Enter or Z. Take pictures of places that seem interesting. You might find something. Whoa. Wow, this is very cool. Oh my god. So if I take a picture somewhere... Wow, okay, it's gonna show me an actual picture of it. This is very cool. That's really neat. What a cool concept. I love that. Pictures work wherever? Yeah, let's try. Oh! Boo! Ah! You're so naive. You actually thought this place was haunted? Ah, it's exactly this behavior that makes me not want to take you along. Killjoy. So where else are you taking me for our date? Perhaps we should head back home and... Wait, I got it. I did it. This is it. I captured it on film. What's that? See for yourself. Oh, what's that? Gross. Her face is crazy. Okay, I want to head back now. No way, I've got to capture all of them. Hey, you're not planning on abandoning me here. You can tag along or not, it's up to you. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Oh no. Take picture, press Enter or Z. Take pictures of places. Yeah. Oh. The fridge? Kitchen? Shelf? Do I just have endless photos? No, I want to go in the door. This is so neat. Ah! They're so spooky. I already told you I'm not leaving until I get all of them. But, besides, what's your problem? You always insisted they were real. I admit it, I was wrong. Now can we finally get out of this creepy place? Nope. Alright. greenish tealish now. Oh, I don't like this one. What a cool concept of a game. Is this what playing Fatal Frame is like? Oh, there he is. Conceptually, I can't figure out how they did all the photos. I don't know. You hit yourself? I watched myself. What are you talking about? Anyway, this place is so damp. Pretend I never saw anything. Exchange promised me that you'll never make fun of my ghost stories ever again. I do. I certainly do. Now let's get out of here. The end. Very carefully. Impressive, though. Super cool. That was such a neat, like... This is such a cool idea. Skipped it. You have to wonder if it's like limited, if it's some with like pictures, or if it switches out somehow. 3D MV and show picture events. That would make sense, huh? Switching the MV 3D on and off. It's really neat. That's kind of what I was thinking. But I'm not sure. You know? Amazing concept, I agree. This is very cool. I've never played any games where you like have to use the camera like this. So that's pretty cool. That was cool. That was Say Cheese. Good game to start on. Good game. Good. Wait. Yeah, that was great. That's my favorite part of game jams, when you see people just really try something new. And then, and I think for that reason, we'll play. We can play quest pieces next. Kind of glad I didn't make one now because my game would not have compared. No, dude, you know it's fun to have people try different things and put themselves out there. And I'm sure you would have made something that you would be putting yourself out there, which that's like. It's always my favorite part of game jams. You try something new. You're surrounded by people that encourage you to try it. And then you get to see the fruits of everybody's labor, and you get to end up playing some really cool games. Say Cheese was so neat. I wish it went somewhere in the end, but such a cool game for what it was. Absolutely. That would be a really cool concept to expand on, the picture thing. This is quest pieces. You got an IRL ghost on a wall. It's a huge roach. Oh, you gotta remove that thing from the premises immediately. Oops. Alright. This is a Wrath's game called Quest Pieces. Welcome to the world of quest pieces. Please hire some pieces and send them on quests. Okay. We have 50 EXP. We're on quest run 0. We're gonna go to the foresty path. I guess we'll get a night. And then train our pawns. Or train everybody, I guess. What do we do? Nothing? We just fight through the critters? There's no music. Alright. We got a lot of experience here. Just gonna keep making our knights beefy. Make them tough as things. This is the game, math. Thought it had lots of potential. It's pretty cool. Let me put some music on then. Train. Like a Loop Hero style game. I've never played Loop Hero, but I'll take your word for it. I think it was made in Godot. Oh no, one of my knights. Phew. Wow, we lost a lot of guys. We could have 12 pawns though. Look at them all. Like little Pikmin. I've never played Loop Hero. Is that a good game? Like, do you guys enjoy that one? Wow. You loved it? Probably really satisfying. Like Vampire Survivors or something. I like, they're games that I kind of understand, but like I don't really get into. The appeal didn't last for me, but I enjoyed the idea and the vibe. That's cool. We'll see how far we can get. The levels, I love the names of the levels because and especially their little sidebar appearance over here. Let me kind of move me. Because it reminds me of Pokemon Stadium for the N64, like the level select. And even the names of those places were just so generic. Classic. Pokemon Snap was so good. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but that's fine. I got a bit tired of Vampire Survivors because of the special unlocks, but I also really liked it. It's a great second monitor type game. I've never thought about that. I probably should have leveled up some. The snowmen, I can't tell if the snowmen are bad or good. Or they're just for decor. We have a lot of stuff. Look at this team. Look at them all. They're the trees for the level. Yeah, you're right. Oh, I'm just chilling in the middle of the screen here. My bad. This is cool. I like this a lot. Wrath in the last game jam made a card, like a card roguelike that was so fun. I'm always excited to see what dude cooks up because he tries different things all the time. Will that pawn make it? He's the king. He's the king now. Don't hurt him. Phew. You beat the last quest of Pieces Quest. You may continue. How many quests can you run? Oh, thanks, man. We keep okay, we can keep playing. I'm obsessed with the curve-based games. I really want to make one. That's why my main RPG that I'm working on is card-based. Oh, curve-based. I've been really getting into the idea of roguelikes and mystery dungeons and things in the past like couple of years. So it's been really fun to explore different ideas and try different things because I'm just so used to making generic RPGs. Dictation hates me. It's all good, dude. I'm glad you're enjoying the experience, though. And a card-based, I've played a lot of really cool card-based RPG Maker games, and if you ever need any like stuff, I'll pass it your way. I'm just gonna keep going till I build the ultimate army here. I could fill the screen with knights. Look at them all. They're all so cute. They're all just friends. Sitting here playing Cold Sept while listening to y'all talk about card-based RPG Maker game kind of makes me want to try a Cold Sept like an RPG. What is Cold Sept? Cold Sept. What is this? Like an isometric, like Mario Party RPG? Board game? You can't just casually drop these kind of games on me, dude. This is neat. This is really cool. What is this from? It's a straight up board game? I had one for 3DS. Sheesh, dude. I just looked it up and I'm like, the screenshots. Like, really taken by the screenshots of this thing. It was a PS2 game? Anywho, okay. Back to Wrath game. Monopoly meets Magic the Gathering. That's really cool. When I was a kid, I had Cold Sept for the PS2, and my family hated being subjected to it so much that they made me sell it back. What was it? A corn factor about it or something? Like, was it really loud? Corny? Sorry, I should say corny. Like, was it obnoxious or addicting? Oh, I could have leveled up my pawns. The slow monotony. Oh, that's really funny, actually. Well, maybe the 3DS one is good. Gotta bounce, but enjoy murdering the maids and clowns. Thanks, man. Cheers, buddy. Narcotis has been streaming a lot lately, so everybody should check Narco's streams out. Can I do a can I still do this? I can. Yeah, go follow Narcotis. Yeah, I guess this would be a second screen game. I could just play this casually all day. Break it. I wonder if you could just make it like a loop, you know, make it a formula that continues to grow so that one could just keep playing. Like the levels just like multiply in difficulty. You know what I mean? Like Foresty Path 2 would like unlock and you could fight more enemies or something, so then you could just keep bouncing this stuff up. This is cool. I hope that Wrath considers continuing to work on something like this. I don't think we're gonna fill the screen. Oh, Discount Seth Rogen, what's up, buddy? I'm sorry, I didn't say hello to you. Welcome in, dude. Is discussion of studio games allowed? Yeah, absolutely. What have you been feeling, dude? What have you been playing? It's early. Shout out to Unity's Lesbian Card Battler Gem Card. That's the full name. Gem Card is the wait. The whole game is called Unity's Lesbian Card Battler Gem Card. Sorry, Craze, I missed that message. That sounds cool as hell. Is Expedition 33 as good as people say? I'm thinking of grabbing it. I'm hearing that it is. I'm hearing that people really dig it. One of my best buddies, Peter, he said that he said it's like just one of his favorite games of all time. And I usually trust him. Yo, what's up, RJ? I loved it, but I don't think it's for everyone. This game. Yeah, I haven't played it, but I'm sure it's cool. Just wanted to make sure there wasn't a moratorium on studio games during indie season stream. No. I respect that. I appreciate that. But yeah, man, I think that's a cool game. I'll try it eventually, I think. I just don't have like a PS5 or anything to really play it on. I don't think my computer would play it effectively enough. It's got Charlie Cox. What more do I need? From what I've seen, it's not accessible for those who have some types of physical limitation. Oh, that's kind of a shame. You obviously need to like turn-based RPGs, but also don't be afraid of the parry and dodging. Multiple people have beaten it without dodging or parrying any attacks. That's cool. Game of the year is going to be wild this year. A lot of great stuff came out. Even that Donkey Kong game was good, dude. Like, a lot of good stuff. My vote is... Oh, where did all my guys died? I guess what happens when you game over. I'm going to try and die on purpose. Game's extremely flexible. You can build in wildly different directions. I want to play a couple of games that RJ's been playing. He's been playing like some old school PS1 style games that have been really good. I only have one guy left. Metro Prime 4 is coming before the end of the year. That's true. That's very exciting. Indies have been cooking. Yeah. Okay, so then you just start over. Well, that's cool. That was Quest Pieces by Wrath of Wood. Thanks for hanging out this morning, everybody. I've been playing the South Park RPG, The Stick of Truth, because I didn't realize it was in my library. There's 4 classes. I'm doing a Jew run since Jew is a class. Hell yeah. I tried to play the South Park game. I think Stick of Truth is the one I tried to play. But I didn't get very far. I just thought it was so funny, like the bathrooms were a mechanic. Gosh, what is this? Fractured Beehole is even better. This is really cool. This is SpaceFish by Orakai or Muramasa, I think. On whoa, what is this? Oh, whoa! I don't have music either. I died. Is that a shield? Hold on. I'm so confused at what's happening here. Oh, so there's the target. He's attacking me. Going at him. Reminds me of like PS1 stuff. Why are you hitting? I'm a bit confused on like movement because it's hard to tell like what direction I'm facing. Whoa. Let's try and just experiment here. This is cool. I am a fish. Okay, now I'm like first person fish. Whoa. The idea of being a fish and having fighting mechanics, pretty cool. Why does he keep moving so like... How do I hit him? Like that? It's a bit confusing. World first FPF, first person fisher. Yeah, true. That's... Stop it. I'm like just a little bit unsure of where the where I am. Gee. Also of note, I am like, this is like the third Godot game I played in this jam, which is really cool. I need to see people doing different stuff and participating, since we are mostly like a RPG Maker centric jam. Shit. Like, I can't tell if it's hitting. I'm assuming the circle thing that shows up is my shot. But how do I like check my location on it? And then I hold this pointy thing. Oh, okay. Yo, what's up, Wrath? We just played your game. It was really good. I got through the game, but then we kind of just tried to keep building it up. What we're playing now is SpaceFish, but it's kind of tough. Oh, there's 2 of them now. Oh, there's 3 of them now. Oh, there's 4 of them now. Sometimes I'm not really sure what happens on the screen there. Thanks for playing. Yeah, man, thanks for making. I love the idea. I don't play games like that, so it was kind of a new experience for me to do like a little, like, what do they call that? Yo, what's up, Nomi Streams? How you doing? I'm just a fish out in space. I keep dying. Like, what was that? Was that a laser? Set it and forget type of games. Yeah, it seems like that. Okay, so I'm definitely shooting. Really neat. Whoa. Okay. We got a lot of really cool games this year. That's really neat. Still working on your RPG Maker game? That's all I'll be doing. Right now, I am playing Game Jam games. Oh, because we hosted a Game Jam last week. Stop it. I got a vlog to watch later. It's true. Ooh. It's like Evil Finding Nemo. Space. I was thinking about doing my own RPG Maker game or continuing a childhood game. You should try it. Not sure if the community is big enough. Evil Nemo. I think it's still out there. itch.io has a lot of stuff out there. I think one of the major, like having a major RPG Maker community kind of fall apart was pretty detrimental to the community though. Like the RPGmaker.net, like not having people able to catalog their games there and find people that, you know, like them Otherwise, you have to go to like Itch, which Itch is great, but also, oh, where am I? Itch is great, but it's just a little bit harder to you know, find that kind of group. Yeah, man. Yeah. All the content creators leaving didn't help either. A lot of them don't play like that anymore. Did Markiplier play the Off remake? That's an important question. I think that should be asked. But big enough for commercial or just a hobby? It depends. I mean, there's a streamer named Frankie Pixel Show, I think is what his Twitch has. And Frankie made a game called Look Outside for a game jam. And then after he made it for the game jam, he shopped it to Devolver, who supported it, and now it's like, you know, massive on Steam and Twitch. There's like always somebody playing it because it's just like a, you know, great RPG, and like Fear and Hunger, and you know, Devolver sounds like a cool company. Yeah, they published Always Sometimes Monsters by Vagabond Dog, good friends of the channel, and that was really cool. But that was even like before my time. Inscription 2? Oh, that's true. Very true. I'm a little bit confused at what I'm doing here, other than getting beat up by this fish. Like, he turns a little too fast for me. Can't. He always ends up killing me. How do I turn? Okay, that's up and down. Interesting. Okay, hold on. Much better than my favorite childhood company's doing. Which one is that? My particular favorite team was like the early Squaresoft teams. Like from like 93 to 96, dude. Just like absolute incredible authors and programmers and, you know, artists, just all working there, making the bangers. My team growing up was either Squaresoft or the original THQ. THQ is a good one too. Yeah, Nintendo taking Elf. I don't get it, but occasionally something cool comes out, but yeah, just not it anymore. Alright, this is gonna be the last time I try. No! I'm already getting rocked by this guy. I don't know if the circles are out of bounds or if they are hitboxes, or like how far you have to be, how far you get to you know, encounter them or make them chase you. Oof, but they always destroy me. I'm guessing the top left corner is my health bar. But like, see, I'm like, I don't know if I'm hitting this guy. Oh, the camera. Oh, we did hit him. Okay, okay. Oh, we blew him up. Got a fish counter. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is that how many enemies I'm killing? The health bar is above your head? Yeah, I think you're correct. which I don't even think I noticed. Why am I not hitting him? Okay, there we go. All right. Okay. All right. So I see. Like, so that circle is the out of bounds. We're just like spinning, which is, oh man. Hey, what's up, Sid? Oh. Come on. Come on. Come on. I just need to kill 6 guys. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa. Dude, you just get rocked, man. Is that a bomb? It is a bomb, okay. Now that I've been playing it a little bit, I'm starting to get it. That's got to be what it's like to play Superman 64, but like better. But I wish I could shoot them from far away. Or target or something. Because it's hard to tell if I'm actually hitting them or not. But it's definitely easy to tell if they're hitting me. Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh, whoa, whoa. There's a lot of guys now. Like, he just comes right in and he beats me up. Nostalgic for the good old days of Superman 64. Has anyone ever heard of Blender? I remember Blender, or I'm aware of Blender, but I don't know anything about it. Alright, I'll try one more time here. This thing I think is like a shield. See, sometimes the camera just like flips you around like that, and I just don't really know where I'm at anymore. But this guy just keeps going underneath me, you know? Which I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do about that. Accurate fish behavior? That's fair. Specifically the game engine portion of it. I know nowadays they have removed it from actual Blender, but some developers have forked it and continue building it under a different name. That's cool. I mean, when you like something enough, you know, why switch it up? Ooh. Oh, I'm getting punched by other guys. And then it flips me, which is a bit disorienting. Rings are so Star Fox 64. I was terrible at that game. At least it was short though, you know, it wasn't like a long, like you could play a run in like, I don't know, 15 minutes or something. I just go to feed my roommates fish, and one day I seen one ramming into the other fish. Like, what the fuck, guys? Why are they doing that? This is actually we're playing live in Raph's fishbowl. In Raph's roommate's fishbowl. Oh. This game needs to have a fixed camera. I don't mean fixed because it's broken. I just mean so you can actually see what's going on. Yeah, and then maybe when you turn yourself, the camera would adjust rather than like the camera readjusts when you get hit. So you can see like when somebody backs into me or something, like it flips the camera around, which is just so disorienting because like what even happens there? Look. So he's just doing that thing. But if I'm like trying to move my camera to like reassert myself against him, I can't, because it's adjusting the camera to him every time, like to be fixed on him every time they hit you. Which could be helpful if you're like close fighting, but you have this gunshot that shoots a lot slower. Yo, what's up, Wop Boy? The camera is doing a disco dance. Are you winning? Yo, what's up, Rinvelo? I don't think I'm winning. I've only killed a couple and I have about a little tiny ring of health left. But they can just move so quickly and like tail me. Oh. And I'm just like slamming the mouse right now trying to move around to hit him. Ah. Dead fishes are dropping down. Should day instead go up? Not sure. Whoa. I think they should go up. Actually, I think you're right. Love the art style. It's very cool. Ah. The hard part is just the physics. The physics are really tough. And like, you know, I would expect nothing less. It's probably really hard to do this. Huh. Very 90s. Yeah, yeah. Back of the cereal box type game. This would be really cool. This is cool now. Even the physics are 90s. Yeah. Like a janky 64 game. I like it though. I really like the idea. I like the idea of being a fish. Doing fish fighting. You could probably get really granular with it and like, you know, have close combat. That would be helpful. If I had like a knife, I guess a horn maybe. Maybe you could get a horn on your fish and then you can do close range like, you know, horn attack. Because the shooting is cool, but it's just really hard to track. And when they're moving so fast and like surrounding you, it makes it really difficult like to follow along unless you're, I don't know, I'm sure there's like you know, effective ways of doing that. But then also these circles that represent, I think, alerts, you know, like alert the enemies or whatever. They are very distracting for me. And in the beginning it was really hard to like find where I was because the moving circles was disorienting. There's a manual where a guy reincarnated as a fish and had a leveling system and stuff. I assume manual maybe means it was something else. That's really cool. I like the idea of playing as a fish. I loved Evo Search for Eden for the Super Nintendo. That was a game where you would play as you would start out as like a really little cell and you would like grow into dinosaurs and stuff by the end of it. It was really neat. You could basically level yourself up almost in like a roguelike kind of fashion where you're just like, all right, I'm gonna level up the horn, I'm gonna level up my feet, I'm gonna walk on my 2 legs and do stuff like that. It's really neat. Really good game. That would be cool in this format too. Spore was cool. Yeah, I like the concept of Spore. I never got very far in it. I wasn't very good at it. I played it on stream on Twitch and it was pretty bad. I didn't archive the first couple of years of my stream, I think, and like that was a really bad move on my part because some of those playthroughs were probably some of the funnest Twitch times. Also when you have like peak COVID. So Twitch was really great. Why can't I hit him? I'm just spinning. I like the idea of dogfighting in this game though. This would be really cool. You know? Alright. I could play that all day. I could just sit in that all day too. These games are great for just chilling out. I was bad at it too, but the concept was cool. Yeah, you just create your own character. You would make something that you would be fond of. You know, I think a lot of people made creatures and they're ones that they were fond of. There are violent and disturbing images in this game. Alright, well. Funghi and Gimbus. Two amazing devs. For one amazing game. Content warning. As it does sound like it's going to have heavy themes. I think Narcotis described the game as being intense. So we're gonna do with that information what we can. Riggy's gonna get banned. No, not for this game. But we will talk about the last game, and then my game as well. But first, Maidnight Massacre by Funghi and Gimbus.
Maidnight Massacre.
Yes. Excellent. Great stuff. Whoa. Whoa! Howdy. At this hour, what business do you have lurking about the foyer when the whole manor sleeps? Or perhaps waiting, hoping that he'll call for you again. Don't delude yourself. Master's always had his eyes on, my legs, mine. That hasn't changed and it never will. You think you've stolen something precious? You grafted freak. Whenever he summons you to his chambers, it isn't you he's touching. It's my legs he remembers, my legs he caresses through you. This is weird. Now get away from me. Crawl back into whatever corner of this house you were spat from. She can't walk, she can't run, she's weak, trapped in that chair. That makes her the easiest target. Starts here, the first of many to come. Her death sets the pace. One by one they'll fall. What? No, I don't want to kill her. What? What is wrong with you? What is the creature in the back? Why are you looking at me like that? I told you to get away. Did you not hear me? Ah! Wow, this is very violent. Blood clings to me. I should wash in the courtyard fountain to the left before I continue. Alright. Wow, this is crazy. This is insane already. Just strawberry jam, exactly. What is this? What is the creature in the back? It's midnight massacring time. You lower your arm into the fountain. The water stirs, tinting faintly red, as though the stone itself remembers the maid. Wash. Now, what's the window in the back? That was bloody. Hello, Orange. Midnight Massacring. Yeah, content warning, everybody, if you're just getting here. Oh, and then it changes scene. A circular indentation is carved into the surface. Something is meant to be placed here. Oh. Oh, it's like a lock here. Oh man, I hate this. Is the window how close the monster is to us, maybe? The layering of the graphics is really, really neat. This is such a cool transition as well. Very unique. Oh wow. Hello? Nona, it doesn't look like she has anything to say. Not like she could even if she wanted to. She's still mourning the loss of her voice. Good. I will make that sorrow the wedge that breaks her. Oh my god. This is mean. No point talking to this. Okay. Must be strange to hear your own voice mocking you. Just letting her guard down. Oh man, this is really brutal. Blink? I blinked as if that would matter to someone with no tongue. Must be strange to hear your own voice. Letting her guard down only a little more. Nip? Nip the air. Even me, she still manages to mock me. This is spooky. I don't like this whole thing here. Whatever they're doing here is not cool. Also a clean slice. Like, I don't know what the little thing in the corner is, but I don't like it. This is really intense. You're right, dude. This traumatized my partner here. Mono is responsible for the dishes. I'm in the kitchen now. This reminds me of a game like Doki Doki Literature Club or something. Ah, it's you. Hello. Ella, helpless thing. No arms, no sense. Just always gazing across the mansion. Her eyes never seem to fully focus, like her mind is somewhere else all the time. Nana was her best friend. I need to find a way behind those cloudy eyes. Why are you staring at me like that? Can I help you? Now I have her attention. Let's give her, tools? Are we talking about... Wait, hold on. Alright. Not paying attention to me yet. Maybe later. Nothing like breaking someone emotionally before finishing them off. It's like, it reminds me of, Beautiful Escape Dungeoneer. You're just mean. You're just an evil person. Hunger loosens what fear could not. Fear and hunger, those are the keys. Fear and hunger? Fear and hunger reference? Taunt. Manage when others have to prepare food for her. Pride wrapped around weakness. Now overwhelm her with the truth. Don't twist his name like that. He gave me these arms. We killed Nona. Oh no. Nope. I don't like this. I'm pushing through. Nothing like breaking. Oh man. The characters are just really nice. The characters are just really nice. I don't want to do this. The deaf maid. She works down in here in the pantry. Has no clue what's happening. Oh. What's the creature in the back doing, though? Like, does that thing get me? I'm just ignoring this. It's not happening. We're just gonna keep moving. This is very well designed, but definitely not my type of game. It's just very intense. I get that I like that it's telling a story. The story is just a little brutal for me here. Everything else about this game is literally so cool and something so different. I don't think I've ever played a game like this before. I make this assumption based on the fountain making it close. Oh, I see. Oh. Creature is you, I think, to show how bloodied you are. Oh. Two halves join together and fit into the circular indentation. A hidden mechanism activates. Seems like a great concept for understanding an antagonist and then becoming the protagonist that solves the case later. That's a great idea. Oh. Oh. Where do we think we're going? That area's off limits. Can't go down while she's still here. Oh. I guess we gotta just do them. As I was saying to me, I can hear it. Clara, her mind fractured into 2 pieces. Never certain which one is staring back at me. It's don't whispering is mean. Oh. Choir returned shrieking through her split skull. The writing is also really good too. All right. All right. I assume if you lose these interactions, you get jump scared by the little guy in the corner. Oh, this one's blind. We didn't even do anything here. Didn't even try to hug the other girl. Listen, I know where it's going. I just want to go. MasterCard and Visa? Oh no. No, dude. I'm just going, man. Find the key in the fountain? I gotta go back to the fountain? Oh, wow. You can speedrun it. The mud is dark and heavy, streaked with old blood. What? I just killed the fountain? How's that gonna help me find the key? I can't buy Funghi and Gimbus. Are you kidding me? What a game. That was definitely violent and disturbing. So thank you for ruining my Saturday. I really like the idea. I love the concept of moving through levels almost like they're like books in a page. Maybe get the key if you don't wash. You might, maybe. Intense was definitely a good description. Funghi and Gimbus are permanently banned. They are banned. They're banned. I really love, like, I've never seen a game like that, or at least I guess I should say I've never played a game like that, where you're moving from screen to screen, just moving left and right, and then you have like little RPG kind of interactions and stuff that you can do. Oh, hi Wing. Welcome in, Wing and Raiders. Thanks for the raid. What's up, Oath Oblivion Keeper? Surprise. Thanks for being here. Wing Raid and Oopsie. Hello, Renrir the Fae. Welcome in. What's up, Wingy? What were you guys doing? Yo, what's up, Kiki? That was Midnight Massacre. You guys just came at a great time because we stopped playing this game that was very disturbing. But I'll show you my game now because I mean it's still a little bit spooky though. I saw Bowser and thought it was the master. Nope. I enjoyed Ricky's game. Yeah, Steel, that was super fun watching you play, dude. Thank you so much for playing it. It's been really fun seeing people play it. It's like the Oregon Trail, but you're sailing. The Caribbean Sail. Oh, that's cool. I hope you didn't die of, you know. That might be good. Perhaps. This is my game called GRIN ABYSSAL. Which I guess I'm gonna hide for, because we'll just... Whoops, not that. I'm gonna hide me for. We can get this one real good. Put this up to like... Let me know if that's too loud. Okay, so this is GRIN ABYSSAL. It is a horror dungeon crawler. I don't know, old school style, like kind of track running RPG game. Is there supposed to be sound? There is supposed to be some sound happening. What am I looking for here? Oh. Can we hear that? The guitar? Hands equipped. I want the hands to be different. But you heard sound? Could hear guitar. Yeah, 3D dungeon crawler, you're on a track. The game is like you just have quick 4 directions, so I might even make it a little faster. But you follow a track, and the idea is that you want to get through a dungeon. So you made this game? I did make this game. Yep. This game I made last week for our game jam that we hosted. So I built this game from scratch, and I'm probably going to do more of it, but yeah, thank you so much. The idea is that you're trapped in this dungeon and you have to climb your way out. You're at the bottom of the dungeon, you have to climb your way up. So you're launched into this prison here, where you're just, after you're introduced to the clown, you can grab the key and keep it moving. You find a flashlight here, so you can choose to ignore the flashlight if you like, you know, once you start to get the mechanics down even, or you're trying to speed through it. And then you can also find a key out here. And the key lets you either open this door or you can try one of these other doors. Like with this guy. You must be Glorio's next victim. That explains why you left the key. Or that's why explain why they left the key. They like to play with their victims. I've been trapped here for ages. Too scared to use my own key, I guess. Don't end up like me. At least I have my music. It's like grim rock. Ooh. Oh, I want to see this. Oh, this looks really cool. This looks exactly what I'm trying to do. So we don't have a key, so we can't let him out. But we can get into the dungeon. Oh, he already found me. So this is the dungeon, and it's all randomly generated. So every time you come up here, you'll get it differently. But you can also fight your way out of here. Because you have the clown character from the intro will be chasing you around the whole dungeon. Fighting Meatball. Yeah, exactly. So I had Meatball and DZ come over and be my actors. So we set up a green screen and we took frames of all, them walking and attacking and stuff. The hands are all stock photos, but they will change. But the idea is that each floor will randomize and you can find a bunch of random items and stuff. And the items are supposed to help you out. Meanwhile, every floor seems to have a letter, which the letter has a little bit of lore, a little story stuff that I put in here. That's neat. Thank you. Yeah. So randomly generates, Meatball chases you. If you do things like free DZ in the beginning, you can find him. The gameplay's pretty it's not that tight, but you can actually get a good sense of the combat stuff once you start playing it, because it's pretty slow. But in MZ3D, you can get a full mouse, use your mouse and then use WASD, and you can do a 3D environment. But for me and for the purposes of this game, I have everything just tightly on a grid. So when I look a direction, it kind of looks like old dungeon crawler games where you're just confined to the area. But it makes really cool opportunities for scary ways to show enemies and have things happen. And with building the maze, I can just kind of throw in mechanics and make them come in at whatever order or brevity that I want. Really need to pick up this 3D plugin at some point. Yeah, dude, it's really cool. And I think it can either teach you a lot of new ways to make stuff. It'll give you new ideas. I don't know why I was walking away from the exit. But it also you can apply it to everything that you're learning right now. So the way that you build a game, if you can build a game in 2D, you can sort of work through this, and then figuring out how to build the maps and how to make 3D objects and stuff. It's a really fun experience. I did it in a week, and then I did it again this week because I had to obviously relearn it. When I did Recovery Dog, I used it and I learned a bunch, but then I had to relearn it, opening it for this, and it's just really, really cool. Really great plugin. But the dungeon mechanics are a plugin by a guy named Aerosys, Aerosys. He made these randomized map plugins that I use to make the dungeons. Oh shit, we're gonna hide from him. The game is a little dark. I want to add some opportunities for different visibility. Okay, we can leave. Oh, never mind. We just went nowhere. Okay, we're good. Yeah, MZ3D is great. I think you were the first one I really learned a lot about it from. Can you link the random generation plugin? Sure. Yeah, let me find that real quick. Can you link? It's RNG maps here. Oh, sometimes the flashlight takes a minute to either load up or something. So that's kind of a bug we got to work on. But I want to add some new mechanics. I want to make some things pretty expanded on this thing, and I want to make it more immersive. Oh, Meatball's pretty scary though, I gotta admit. I need to give him a down on the ground like dead pose. Because right now he disappears, but it would be even better if he like fell on the ground. You know? Whoa. Because then he'll come back. He like essentially respawns. Like it's just gonna be a dead end. Oh, it's just Meatball again. There was a game called Albion released in 1995. There was top-down exploration, but when you got inside the dungeons, the game would adopt the FPS view. It's cool. It's just like a, you know, you build a formula and then, you know, just up the ante and use switches and variables to like add new things. One hand has the flashlight, the other is just because you're a hand talker. Yeah. I wanted there to be two hands, and you would be able to use, you know, like have like one thing equipped to one side and one thing equipped to the other, but I just didn't have enough time to do that. And I did kind of think that the hand on the left side stands out, though I think I could probably, you know, like using a flashbang could be this, the punch hand, and then the open hand, so it's like you're throwing it. The sprint shoe could be on to like show that you're running or something. Equip a sandwich, that would be really funny. That's the other thing too. We can, since you can use your own hands, we could just do anything. We could make some really funny stuff. Okay, come here. I need to move the left hand so it connects a little bit more on screen. So I need to actually change that. Maybe I should make a little to-do list while we're here too, because I think what I'm do after we're done. Item use with flashlight makes most sense. Yeah. What if it was just one-handed and you're just holding the thing and the left hand was gone? It might be cool. But I want to be able to punch and then you can like see your other hand. Use rope on flashlight, turn it into a flail. That would be cool. Would it be cool if you could just like do that kind of stuff? Oh, a rope item is a really good idea. Like a rope, you can use a rope on, maybe we'll add like ceiling, like holes to the ceiling that you could use a rope in. I do like the idea of having the ability of crafting a weapon. Yeah, I think a weapon would be cool. Like I think having opportunities and ways to fight back is paramount to like, if we make this game more, you know, in depth. Because an idea I had, I think, was to do like more levels. It would almost be like a randomized dungeon crawler, except that you would get through like 3 floors and then you would get a cutscene. You would get through 3 floors and you would get like a cutscene or a save area that has plot development. But for now, I just add like an encounter that I'll show you guys, and then, you know, what we intend to do next, or what I intend to do next, I guess, with it. But I want to give myself also opportunities to be bad at this game, so I need to figure those out as well. Because I think I've got the mechanics down from playing it, so if I can work out like a good way to play it and add like a reward for playing it that way, like killing a bunch of enemies when they come in or something, like it would up the challenge or take you further or something. I'd like a level that has tiles that are flooded that you need to use valves in order to unflood them. Oh, that's a cool idea. Just like things like puzzles would be cool. Puzzles would be really cool. Hi, Holly. What's the matter? Won't be able to see her because... Slow down. Go hang out. I gotta climb these dungeons. Where am I going here? Well... Ball. Oh. Sometimes also the height is in the height tends to change in game. Like there's probably somewhere that doesn't have the same camera height as the rest of the game. So all of a sudden you'll notice that you're taller. Sometimes. But then like the best is correct. Punch my... I want to make doors that would unlock maybe like safe rooms or something. I'd like an item that would re-randomize the floor. That would be a really easy mechanic to make. Set camera height and map defaults and plugin settings. I do that already, but I use the camera to like angle the punches. So when you punch, it like moves a little bit, so like you can see the animation. And I do that with a bunch of different things, so I need to make sure that those are consistent, which they probably aren't. That would be cool. There might be maybe a way to say call like map default, like return to the map default camera settings or something that maybe I've missed. It will be difficult to elaborate puzzles in a randomly generated map. Mostly you can just do Slender Man like puzzles. That's true. So since we have 3 floors, one thing I got an idea from our friend Codis was I just put random dates in here, which they were just like, I don't know, Roman numeral dates. And I want to make a puzzle out of these that I can use somewhere in the dungeon, because then I can just put it somewhere in the dungeon, since you repeat the dungeon a lot, and you can, you know, solve the puzzle maybe for an item or a bonus. The advantage of first-person view over top-down is that the maps do not need to be as complicated as top-down view, since you can only see what is not blocked by walls. Yeah, absolutely. I really just wanted to make this game feel disorienting, but not overwhelming. And I wanted floors to be pretty quick. Like, I want you to be able to explore and get lost in here, but also, like, you know, this game can be beaten in, I mean, way less than 15 minutes probably, but on average I think it's been like 15. Maybe not, actually. 15 actually sounds low, but I don't really have that much of a sample size quite yet. I think that's just how quick Narcotis beat it the other night. Dude, I do think that I'd like this would be cool if it was a door, and since I have a key, which is a largely unused item otherwise, you can open doors here and it would just refresh the map. Which I think I can do with the ABYSSAL RNG maps. It would just have to refresh without taking you to the next floor. Wall buttons would be neat. Yeah. What would they do? What do you think would be cool if they did? Like you press one and something changes. Oh, hello. Nice. Yeah, like trying to do a puzzle would be really cool. Be a really neat challenge. They could trigger traps for examples or open hidden passages. Oh. Hidden passages. I also like the idea, okay, meatball. I like the idea of, a fake wall would be cool, and you would have to look around, and so you can do like a look up and down, and so it would be neat to be able to like encourage the player to do that, to maybe find something small laying on the ground. Like a key or a secret. Hear a breeze on a fake wall. Yeah, I have a like surround, like a local audio kind of plugin, so that when you're near certain items or certain objects, like the enemy, it plays a sound that gradually gets louder the closer you get. So the bass plays when you've been spotted. It just adds a little bit of emphasis to the scene. So it's just a sound effect of the bass growing. But then, oh, his might be turned off because I've killed him before. Oh man, so good. Let's just check the gameplay loop though. Yeah, he just chills. It's cool watching people play gameplay loops of GRIN ABYSSAL because they all play it differently so far. And so I get a lot of really good player feedback and ideas and fixes. Like at one point, I'm pretty sure either Meatball or Narcotis or something snuck up on, or maybe even Steel did, snuck up on Meatball. Like, because Meatball will only notice you if he's facing you. So I need to figure out how to do something if the player is, you know, the player comes up on his backside. Like you can snuff him out or something. I snuck up on him while he had his back turned to me. Yeah, I'm curious how I can do. Because it runs a parallel event. It's a parallel event that looks for you. And then when it sees you, it turns on a self switch. But it would be cool to be able to sneak up on him and, you know, mess him up. If both facing directions match, trigger a thing. Trigger a thing. Both facing directions match. Oh. The player facing up, enemy facing. Well, I'd wonder, because it's a parallel process, it loops, it's constantly looping. So we're just like facing the same direction. You want to see my spooky game? It's spooky. Do you want to try it? No? That's okay. There's Meatball. The only thing you're missing... Oh, he killed me. The only thing you miss out on is me. Thanks. Because when you punch him, he goes, ah, ah. Very cute. When you attack, check both directions. Oh. Well, the only thing with attacking is that it is a page on its own event. It's like if I'm attacking it, it does the attack. But if I'm not doing the attack when we touch, then it's then he attacks me. I'll have to like rethink how that works. Hey, Dave. Can you hear it too?
Good luck.
Oh man. He's the wandering bard in here. He is. Okay, there he is. Found me already. Punch him. Ah! Kind of scary though, huh? Sometimes in real life I've wanted to punch me. Just kidding. Meatball did play this, and I'm gonna share the clip of him playing. It's very, very funny. He had such a good time, and still has yet to finish it, which is fantastic. He's got to play it at night though, when it's spookier. But I keep adding different like things and stuff to do, like to add to this. Been fun watching people play it, because then I can just like make a nice little list. There he is again. I'm gonna catch these hands now. I have to move the camera a little bit so he connects more. Oh no, it's Dave. Hello. Things. Is he an item? I want to add like an intense music that happens when he chases you, but the hard part is that you'll get a distance away from him, so it won't. You'll just be like hearing the angry music, but he's not around. Maybe have Meat track you better with the flashlight on and running. I actually do have that too. Show you that. I don't have RPG. I'll just show you what it looks like under the hood with this plugin. But any way that I can make him a little bit more immersive. I think I'm lagging it now. I think it would be so cool. So I saw somebody covered the game on their YouTube, but I don't know if they played an older version or not. they did not trigger the final like scene of the game, so I have to like make sure that that doesn't happen. So I'm probably gonna watch that too and see if I can find where the issue is. There's a couple little soft lock opportunities and bugs and things that I'm still working through as well. But it's been such a cool... I've never made a game like this, so it's been really fun to make. There he is.
Stay safe.
We talked already, that's right. I greeted him. Nice, okay. I wonder if I can put a call out too for people to be more actors for the game. Oh, I have keys. Oh, he's nearby. Oh, he's right here. Hi, Luis Blue. I enjoy your games. Thanks so much. Glad you dig them. I like making games. Oh no. Oh no, I just gave him that one. When Meatball has your back turned to you, you pull out a Vuvuzuela and blast his ears. True. You can kind of do that, but with a flashbang. Honk. Oh my gosh, that'd be really funny, actually. What if you could put on... What if you can get a, clown nose, and when you wear it, Meatball friendly thinks him. That might actually be really fun. Alright, 3rd floor. Oh, and there's 2 meatballs in this floor. It's my worst nightmare. Oh, we did find the end already. And we got the letter, so... But yeah. Let me just see if the ending works. It did work. Amazing. I want to put something in here that adds some shake to the screen, some like dramatic changes to it. Why does he do that? Wait a minute. Oh, he's trapped on the event there. Now I think we're stuck here. Have to die. Wall sprite was scary. It's cool. It's a creature that chases you. Let's see if we can get back up there real quick. Are those your hands? They're not, unfortunately. These are stock photos and random images I've cut up. They'll eventually be hands. So I figure out what I want to do. Thank you for granting me my freedom. You're welcome.
Good luck.
Okay. Oh.
Oh. Stay safe.
All right. Yeah, we want to add to the letters and make them a puzzle. MZ3D has so much potential. I'll look into that sometime. Yeah, definitely should do that. Yo, Gimbus, great game, dude. Terrifying. Mind-numbing a little bit, but incredible work by you and Funghi. That was fantastic. And say cheese. Oh yeah, duh. Incredible. So much fun. Say cheese was really unique. The camera thing was super cool. It's almost like the name of it doesn't do the rest of the game justice because it's such a cool vibe. Wonder how I could do a fake wall. I have a couple ideas, I guess. Should be called Ghost Frame as a reference to Fatal Frame. That's true. That would be pretty cool. People are stoked about, I think, the new Fatal Frame game. I'm not really familiar with them, but always very exciting for people. Get something they really care about. Heard it's a really good survival horror game. I'm in a Fatal Frame, but I haven't played them all yet. I feel Silent Hill F took a lot from it. I'm really curious about that too, because I've been hearing that that's really cool. Like a really great game. Like the first couple hours came out of it, and people said that it was a really fantastic project. There we go. Your game is awesome, by the way. Great use of RPG Maker. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed it. It's been really fun watching people play it. Oh, I die a lot in it too. I'm not very good at it. All right, this is the run.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck.
I'm excited to make a second level, I think, for this game too. Once we get everything we want in this first level and we, you prototype that, then we can consider a second. Just find ways to go about this. As long as it's really casual and easy, it'd be really fun to make this a full project. Our friend. Sure. I also want to up the I just want to up the atmosphere in this game too. Oh no. So fun to just explore, dude. I have a... Yeah. Oh. Key. Hey, what's up, Grail Knights? Is that Meatball? It sure is Meatball. Getting breakfast. Did you get lost? Ah. I'm always lost. And I made this, just for the record. Okay. Oh, already? Anyway, I've been coming up with ideas, but I haven't been able to implement them. Oh, what's been going on? Oh, I typed it with my finger. The advice is to just do it, but I feel stuck for some reason.
Oh.
Almost made it to the top. Would you like to travel? Yeah. Oh shit. He's here. He killed me in front of my buddy. Oh, God dang it. All right. I have a new sheet of bugs here that I'm gonna work on after this because in playing it over and over, I've found some. Either after this or later, something. Got used to the Euro keyboard. I can't type anymore. You're back. Now you know you're back. Think I know why I'm stuck? Do tell. Shit, he's here. Or her. Okay. Yeah, if you travel without the flashlight on, you're less likely to be seen. He has a very small field of view, but when you have the flashlight on, he can see you from all the way down there. Because obviously you're being shined a big light at. You're shining a big light at him. So you can, that to your advantage to sneak around. If you're low on health or having trouble getting through. Already? So you should be able to punch him here. Maybe this is a Gimmer question. With the flashlight on, he sees you right away. I feel like in my own echo chamber with no testers to show where I can improve. It's hard to get stuck in that, but you know, a key component is making sure that you have your point A to point B, and you establish that, and then you listen to testers and people playing it to see where you can keep adding things, or maybe questions they have that you can answer. Or if you see them getting frustrated with something or getting stuck somewhere, you can make it more obvious either through clues or, you know, changing it entirely, you know, changing just the functionality of the quest or thing you're doing. Was that 2? Wow. I think I may need to lie down. Well, do what you need. Don't feel good? Well, take care of yourself, dude. Testers are a double-edged axe. Sometimes they boost motivation, sometimes they crush it. Yeah, that's true. Depends on how deep into the funnel you are with your project. I think if you are getting testers, but you're still early into your game, you risk, you know, degrading the work that you want to put in later, like the ideas that you have, because you are invested in, you know, like their opinion. When in reality, like, this is your game. You want it to be whatever you want for you. So it's best to make the game and then have people start testing it and giving you feedback and opinions and stuff. But all of this taking place late in your development cycle, you know, once you've gotten the scope and things. Like, you can definitely get, like having somebody play this and test the mechanics is one thing, but having them test the plot and then having them play 3 hours of plot and then be like, oh, the story's not that good, you know, can really mess you up. But if you really like your story, you should probably commit to the whole story, because then when they play that, maybe they can give you more focused feedback on how to improve that. Whereas if you're early into the development cycle and you hear that information, you're just going to think, oh, well, my story sucks, I don't want to do it anymore. So really important, I think, to reinforce, like, this is your game and your ideas, so you want to make sure that you can make that happen first, because at the end of the day, your game isn't guaranteed to get a bunch of attention. It's not guaranteed to get you know, make you a ton of money or make you popular or make you anything of the sort. You are making a game because you love games and you want to make a game. So, you know, you want to make sure that you are where you're at. But you can always put yourself in environments to encourage you know, support. Like, you can share the plot. Like, you can write the plot down and have it shared with your audience, or you can, you know, if you go in intentionally and have somebody be like giving you advice, you know, you can frame that in a way that doesn't discourage you, rather than just, like, you know, if you are one of those people that's really affected by feedback like that. But that's just a suggestion. I mean, like, it's different for everybody, but I didn't really show people with this game. I think if I show you, or like, okay, here's a good example. Narcotis uploaded a version of his game that didn't have the mechanics in. He just uploaded so he had something in before the jam was over, and then he spent the next day or two before the showcase refining it and then adding in the mechanic that makes it part of the jam. You know, it's the last laugh jam. So in his game, you abuse the reverse level script error in the game to get to the debug and, like, beat the boss. But since he released that early version, you know, that was an opinion that Sid got to play it. Sid, who's in chat, Sid played it and said, like, I don't know how it adheres to the theme, which is fair. Like, because when you play it, you're like, oh, it's just a platforming thing. You know, but I think if, like, he didn't have to submit for the jam and he submitted the game as it is, like, that would be a different opinion. And that's just like a micro example of, like, you know, trying to get testing and having people look at your stuff. Like, Narcotis could have read that and been like, oh man, like, you're right, this game, you know, and then it would be bad or whatever. But instead, if, like, the original version was delivered, it would probably garner a different opinion. I don't know if that all makes sense. I might have tried to tie in that experience with you know, getting discouraged. But starting on, like, a more micro level, like by doing by sharing, like, drafts and things of, like, the plot and, like, things that you're less interested in, or you're less devoted to, rather, not interested in, you know, when developing your idea. You can. Narcotis' idea was good. It lacks some hints, so I totally missed the mechanic to achieve the ending. I really thought it was impossible to complete. You know, that's what everybody in my chat was saying when I played it yesterday. They were like, dude, you just can't beat it. And also, it took me a long time to figure out the mechanics, so it's kind of a... I do agree that a hint would be helpful. But then once you get it, it makes perfect sense. It's like, oh yeah, you died, so you get restart level, and now it just sits in your menu. But I think the clue of like the question mark in the menu didn't really hammer that home for me. Cool game, unbelievably cool game, and it works great. Oh hey, I didn't like that he paused there. That was kind of creepy. Oh, he had me push into the wall so he could just kill me. Anywho, this is what the game looks like in the engine. Very simple. So here's that first. Here's the prison that you start in. You start right here. This is where you spawn in. Well, you spawn actually in on a load map that just runs some stuff. But then you spawn in here. You meet Meatball. This event here. He leaves and they erase the event, and then I spawn the key here. Oh, actually no. I think the key is just automatic. Then you can turn around, grab the key, open the door, grab the flashlight. You can grab this key if you want, which would let you open any of these three. You have an opportunity to interact with the here regardless of whether or not you get the key. And yeah, and then you can go up and then it'll launch the dungeon. And so the dungeon is built like this. You have your overall map. This is the map where the spawning of the dungeon map happens. Put some music if you want me. And this pretty much just, this is all the stuff that runs when you get to the map, as well as a little controller thing that I'm not really sure I understand, but it's fine. So when you launch one of these maps, you'll use this RNG Maps Core plugin here. Does the entire map have to be filled in for MZ3D to work, or is that just a preference? It doesn't have to be filled in. I could have just kept the one wall because like it's roofed in, so you don't even see out there. I just did it for my own, I don't know, really no reason. But what's going on, Blank Arrow? But then you build these things called snippets with this Aerosys random map plugin. So these are the halls of the dungeon. And so these are all just blank halls that have nothing in them. And the whole game is on a grid. It doesn't give you free exploration. So you can see this is the grid. And then the sides of the grid, these all block the player. So they're a different tile, so I know. There we go. And then I have a second variation that has, this is the metal gate room that you walk through. And then anytime you see a torch, these are special additional map shape that just includes the lighting. So it just adds a little bit of lighting. But I have the game set up to use these assets. So these are all the assets that you see on the map. Some of them are just blank tiles because I haven't done really anything with them. But I want to add decor to the dungeons. And so you basically build these regions out. And each of these regions can be different objects that spawn. And then when you build the snippets, you can put the region in that you want to be the thing. And it maybe or maybe not will spawn here. Should do a devlog. I will do a devlog. I want to do a video about this game once I get some more work done to it, I think. And if I decide if I want to throw it on Steam or not. But we'll see. But yeah, it's really cool, really easy, and then you can just kind of work out like how they work in the map. I have different statements and actions based on what floor you're on, and if you've talked to them or not. All of my items here like have different properties and stuff to them, and then they, you know, they have different 3D properties to them, and then it just compiles into this map. It's really neat. So here's my plugins, by the way, if you want to take a look at what I have in here. Disable touch input, quick start, so it just goes and skips the title screen. Here's the maps core. This is how I build out how the maps are going to look. There was a mini-map plugin that the developer made that I grabbed as well, but I didn't use it because I thought it gave away too much. And then Narcotis kind of reinforced the idea when he played it the other night, because he said, because I think in his mind he said that like to have the map takes away from like focusing on like what's happening in front of you, which I kind of agree. MV3D is like a whole new engine. It is. Then these are all RNG map plugin stuff. So this just helps it run. The unlocker is just when you pay for the usage of the plugin. What else in here? Step effects and message styles. That's just how the text boxes show up, how the step sounds happen. Pretty simple. I just assign it to a region, which the region is nothing, so it's just always running. Here's MZ3D, which has its own like pile of settings here. I use a plugin called DK's Big Events, DK Plugins Big Events, and this lets me add additional space to the event. So like if you want an event to be 2 or 3 tiles, or like 1 tile to the left and 1 to the right for like big characters or like bosses and shit, this is a great plugin for that, and it shows you kind of how it looks. But you just put this code here into a comment. It's really neat. Full input was going to be how I was going to add different mechanics. I might still try and play with this because it just adds full input for your controllers and keyboard. But I didn't have enough time to really play with it. The battle log is Gimmer's simple message display. So the little battle log you see in the top left corner that updates. And then every event that happens, every like occurrence in the game, I just have a Gimmer simple message display plugin command that adds a message so that like you can keep track of what's happening in front of you. And I think it also adds a little bit of context to like what you're doing if you're like, you know, looking at the game and kind of confused, or if the enemy attacks you and you're trying to see like any acknowledgement of like losing health. Meatball and like any enemy in the game uses this proximity sensor plugin by Reflector, and basically this just says if I'll show you a Meatball here. If you're holding the flashlight, so use a proximity center that says if the player is 15 tiles away in any close direction, Meatball will know that you're there because the flashlight is obviously obnoxious. But if not, he can only see you from 4 tiles away. So it gives you an opportunity, and he has to be facing you. So it can be a really good opportunity for you to sneak by him. Meatball spanks you type message. Yeah, exactly, dude. But then when you use that plugin, or if you use this plugin command and it works, it runs a parallel. If you use it, it'll activate self switch A, which self switch A is this page, which is also a parallel event, which means that it just runs while you're playing the game without interrupting the game. It plays a laugh. It says that it spotted you, and then it turns on the next switch, which the next switch, self switch B, this page is the one that chases and fights you. And if you press a button, it punches him. And if you aren't pressing a button when you and Meatball interact, then he attacks you. So that way you can just kind of trade blows. Or if you get the hang of like the speed of the attack, you can just sit there and punch him 4 times and get rid of him really quick. And right now he just fades away. But I would like to add poses where he falls on the ground so that you can see that he's incapacitated on the ground. Just as well, if you use the flashbang, it makes him disappear. So it plays this help sound, and he disappears. And then it counts about 10 seconds, 600 frames, counts 10 seconds, and then it reloads him back on the map. So then you, it gives you an opportunity to run away from him if he's chasing you and you don't have anything really to do with him, or you have 1 health or something like that. So it's cool. It gives you a little protagonist. It makes you a protagonist that you have an antagonist throughout the whole game for or with, and the whole time he just kind of like is on your ass till the last level, the 3rd floor, where there's 2 of them, which I'm still trying to figure out like what that'll look like in the game and how that'll work. You know, maybe I'll make it a whole new enemy or something. But we'll play with it. But then finally you get to the top floor, and the top floor is just a vented map where you're running down this hallway, and you get chased by a creature. And I won't spoil any of that, but there's been a lot of bugs I've been finding in this part, so I keep updating it to fix those. So I'm sure I found a couple today, and I'll find more soon. But I'll probably start working through some of these things in the next couple of weeks, and we'll get like another version of the game out. Because why not? But yeah, I think that's it. The only thing that I have left to really talk about here is Sid's game. And I do want to speak really candidly about Sid's game. I'll pull it up here. SIDDglo's game. Laugh Me to Death. Laugh Him to Death. So I'm not going to play it. I'm just gonna say that I'm not gonna play it on stream. I did try it earlier to understand what's happening. I think the concept like could be really great. The problem is the content is not something that I would want to platform, even though I understand that like the idea is that the content of the game is supposed to challenge like people. Like the idea is like you're using these racist jokes to piss people off in the club or in the comedy club that you're in, and you do it because you hate people and something, you just want to clear the whole room. And I think that like being a bad comedian would be a really great concept for a game. I think that the music's cool. I think that like using this kind of stuff doesn't necessarily do that very well, in that it is like it's gonna bother somebody. And like when you make a game, especially if you're making something that you want people to play and enjoy, you can avoid those kinds of concepts. Like if you want to explore I think if you want to explore them being a comedian and making jokes that are offensive, you could make harmless offensive jokes that don't like make fun of anybody. Like you could make jokes about people that are made up, because like then you're not harming anybody. So if you I'm trying to think of a good example, but I don't think necessarily that it's appropriate to use actual bad like hateful jokes as like the way to get through this game. I do think that it could be a neat concept. I think Sid is a cool person. I don't think that they're malicious in their intent with the game either. So like that's why I wanted to at least talk about it and show them some respect as a game developer. It is kind of tough for me to look at something like this and then not want to say nice things about somebody participating. And you've been very receptive as well, I think, to the criticism and to understanding why it is difficult for people to enjoy it. But I understand that Narcotis opened it, and then he immediately was like, okay, I gotta go. And I don't really feel comfortable with having other people that want to play through the Riggy Jam games playing something that could be really hurtful to them, when it's supposed to be an inclusive and comfortable environment. It's supposed to be a safe environment. And you want everybody to feel good making games, and you don't want to hurt people's feelings, man, because everything else in this world is hurting people's feelings, So I think that's all I really have to say about it. And I appreciate them making the game. I did play it. I promise you, I did play it. And I'm happy to jump in DMs and talk about this more. I'm happy to answer any kind of like questions on like how you could maybe look at it differently. And also like I don't know where you come from, because like it could be, I don't know, just cultural differences maybe, but either way, it's my platform here, so I gotta do the right thing. But yeah, just wanted to say that. Just wanted to not ignore something like that. And I appreciate you guys making games for it. I really appreciate your words and the fact that you played it before judging. I do understand the reason of not streaming it, and I quite agree. Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. And being open-minded to that kind of stuff. And we can continue the discussion. I think everybody in the Discord is very nice and open-minded to things and wants to help people, make better products. And yeah, like the best thing that you can do, I think, is be open and accepting of that. So anyway, that's all I got. Thank you all for the stream. We're gonna raid into Meatball. Maybe he'll play the game again. Maybe we'll go over to his house live and beat him up. Oh. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for enjoying the jam. Thanks for participating. Another jam. That was Riggy Jam 7. We made a lot of freaking games and jams over the years, so we'll keep doing more. Maybe next year, because it's the end of the year and things are going to ramp up. Beat them up. Listen, you can download GRIN ABYSSAL now, and you can punch Meatball in the face right now. So go consider downloading it. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. That's all. Bye. See you later.